Greetings, Outlanders, and welcome to Morrowind, the Elder Scrolls 3. The nostalgia is overflowing me, and what the heck are you wearing? You guys voted that I should use a webcam for this series, and I was really doubting because I wanted to immerse myself more in a character, and then I remembered some of you guys remembered me, that it's really fun that I sometimes dress up for games. So I thought, what better than to immerse myself in the character that I play than to put on some nice colorful clothing and remember what it's like to be a Dunmer in Morrowind. Because that's what we're gonna be, as you guys know. If you've seen the intro, if you've seen the little teaser, the little prologue, you'll see that we play as a Dunmer. Oh, that music! I played this game, if you guys didn't know. Just a little introduction. I played this game on its release, close to it at least, when I was very young. I didn't understand English well, just like my Golden Sun series. I never owned the game, I never bought it, but we had a library close by with books and comics, but you could also rent games. So what I've done, like I think 10 times, I went to the library, rented the game for 1 week, because that was the maximum, played the game for 1 week, and returned the game to the library. Then after a few weeks, I wanted to do it again, because you could not borrow what you borrowed from the library. There was like a few weeks had to be in between. So every few weeks I got Morrowind again, played it, and just left it again at the library. Which also meant I didn't come very far in the game. Now, there's a lot of reading involved in this game. A lot of English reading involved in this game. And I really sucked at English back then. No longer, I think. So this is going to be an entire new experience for me and also really interesting. Because I just never got the clue of the story. I never got very far in the story. But if people ask me, what is your favorite Elder Scrolls game? It's Morrowind. If people ask me, what is your favorite game series? It's the Elder Scrolls. Even though I never played Morrowind really a lot, it still is my favorite game. So without further ado, The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. New game. As you guys can see, I have installed some mods. They will be down there in the description, which ones I'm using. Each event is preceded by prophecy, but without the hero, there is no event. In the waning years of the Third Era of Tamriel, a prisoner born on a certain day to uncertain parents was sent under guard without explanation to Morrowind, ignorant of the role he was to play in that nation's history. God, these texts could fly by fast. Here it is.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison, first by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Many fall, but one remains.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up.
Oh, that glorious music of Morrowind, The Elder Scrolls 3. I missed you, buddy. Now, this black screen is going to take a while because it's loading everything. I mean, it's an old game. It's a very old game. It took me a while to get it running, but it is finally running, even with the mods. Now, there is bound to be something in this game that is buggy. Either because it's an old game, or because of the mods. Oh, there we go.
Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
Ah, yes. My name is Neris Alaf. Did I spell that correctly? Yes. But you can call me Neris.
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go.
Well, that would be something. I would really appreciate that.
Quiet. Here comes the guard.
Hello.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
Use W and S to move forward and back. Use the A and D to move side to side. Use the mouse to look around. Ha! Glorious.
You better do what they say.
Alright, G-Up. Nice meeting you. Now, some of you guys who have played the Skyrim DLC, God, the recording is dark, isn't it? Some of you guys, I'll fix it with the editing. Some of you guys who have been playing the DLC of Skyrim are very much aware. Morrowind. Beautiful, glorious Morrowind. The Geop is in that DLC of the Dawn Guard. Look it up if you don't know. He's awesome.
Get yourself up on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
Well, alright then. Look up at the trapdoor and press spacebar to open it. Spacebar activates objects and people you are looking at. Let's go and do that. Ha! It works! Welcome to Vardenfell. I think that's the way you pronounce it, at least. This is Morrowind and the island of Vardenfell, so not even the entirety of Morrowind.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
Alright. So the game isn't located in the entirety of Morrowind, it's only located on the island of Vardenfell.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
Well, I can tell you, as you guys already know, I am a dark elf. So let's see. What did I wear again? This is it. Yeah! That's old good Neris. Can I change? Oh, right, I have to go like this. This is Neris. Neris Alaf, the dark elf. Awesome.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
Now, dark elves are also known as Dunmer, wood elves are also known as Bosmer, and high elves are also known as Altmer. And then you also have a lot of other elven races, like the snow elves who have disappeared, or the dwarfs who also have disappeared. Hello? Should I? Alright. I'll just go inside then, I guess. Hello. What a beautiful, pretty place. Little play firewood. The fire going on, and the guards. And the dudes! Look at the way this guy talks, it's amazing.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
Yeah! Well, there are 3 ways we can do this. We can answer his questions to generate a class, we can give him the info to pick from class list, or fill out a form yourself to create a custom class. Now, we are going to create a custom class, but let's just, for old nostalgia's sake, go answer his questions.
On a clear day, you chance upon a strange animal, its leg trapped in a hunter's claw snare. Judging from the bleeding, it will not survive long. What do you do?
Well, I draw my dagger, merciful ending its life with a single thrust. Use herbs from your pack to put it to sleep. Or do not interfere in the natural evolution of events, but rather take the opportunity to learn more about a strange animal that you have never seen before. The character I'm playing right now, Neris Alaf, is a bit of a bastard. I'm just going to put that out there. He's a bit of a bastard, he's a little bit power hungry. So he doesn't really care about the life of this strange animal. Why would I end it? Why would I would observe it. That's what Neris would do. He would observe the strange animal to see what he can learn from it. Because knowledge is power. In his understanding, at least.
One summer afternoon, your father gives you a choice of chores. What would you rather do?
Gather herbs for your mother who is preparing dinner. Work in the forge with him casting iron for a new plow. Or go catch fish at the stream using a net and line. Ooh. Probably going to gather herbs. This is more a thing of, are you an alchemist? Are you a smith? Or do you like to catch fish, I guess. I do not know how this one is involved, but Neris is a bit of a person who likes alchemy. He likes dabbling with those forces, so let's go for that.
Your cousin has given you a very embarrassing nickname, and even worse, likes to call you it in front of your friends. You have asked him to stop, but he finds it very amusing to watch you blush. What do you do?
Oh no! Don't make me blush, my dear cousin! Make up an even more embarrassing nickname for him and use it constantly until he learns his lesson. Beat up your cousin. Tell him that if he ever calls you that nickname again, you will bloody him worse than this time. Or make up a story that makes your nickname a badge of honor instead of something humiliating. Well, I'm not going to beat him up. That's not the way Neris works. So I'm either going to come up with an even more embarrassing nickname to teach him a lesson, or I make up a story that makes my nickname a badge of honor. Neris is the kind of person who is well profound in words. He knows how to turn things around in his favor, so this makes sense for him. Yeah, he would make from the bad situation a good situation to empower himself. Yeah, he's going to make up a story. That's what he's going to do.
There is a lot of heated discussion at the local tavern over a group of people called telepaths.
Ooh.
They've been hired by certain city-state kings. Rumor has it these telepaths read a person's mind and tell their lord whether a follower is telling the truth or not.
Huh.
You believe what?
This is a terrible practice. A person's thoughts are his own, and no one, not even a king, has the right to make such an invasion into another human's mind. In these times, it is a necessary evil. Although you do not necessarily like the idea, a telepath could have certain advantages during a time of war or in finding someone innocent of a crime. Loyal followers to the king have nothing to fear from a telepath. It is important to have a method of finding assassins and spies before it is too late. Neris would not think that this is a terrible practice. He doesn't think it is a terrible practice. I think he thinks it's quite useful. As long as it is not being used on him. But if he can use it, then it's awesome. That's not a terrible practice. It's a necessary evil. He doesn't even probably see it as evil, though. He just sees it as useful. I think loyal followers to the king, as long as he himself is the king, you know? I think, yeah, loyal followers to the king, that's what I'm going for.
Your mother sends you to the market with a list of goods to buy. After you finish, you find that by mistake a shopkeeper has given you too much money back in exchange for one of the items. What do you do?
Awesome. Pocket the extra money, knowing that shopkeepers in general tend to overcharge customers anyway. Return to the store and give the shopkeeper his hard-earned money, explaining to him the mistake. Or decide to put the extra money to good use and purchase items that would help your family. Pocket the extra money, like I said.
In a marketplace, you witness a thief cut a purse from a noble. Even as he does so, the noble notices and calls for the city guards. In his haste to get away, the thief drops the purse near you. Surprisingly, no one seems to notice the bag of coins at your feet. What do you do?
Like I said, Neris is a bastard, so he's going to go for the bastard options. Little side note, can you imagine that you are from a different country going to immigrate to another country? Let's say, I don't know, you're from France and you're going to move into the Netherlands. And at the border, you get a questionnaire. What will you do if a thief steals money and drops it near your feet? Do they really ask these kinds of questions? What if your cousin makes up an embarrassing nickname? I don't think so. Pick up the bag and pocket it, knowing that the extra windfall will help your family in times of trouble. Pick up the bag and signal the guards, knowing that the only honorable thing is to return the money to its rightful owner. Hell no. Leave the bag there, knowing that it is better not to get involved. Pick up the bag and pocket it, but not really for my family though. Though I do not have any family at the moment where I am right now. Not me personally, but I mean Neris. Neris does not have any family around in this new alien homeland. He's going to leave the bag there. Better not to get involved. Maybe he would do that though. I mean, it's a little bit of money, but there's so much money he can make in other means, right? So, nobody is noticing it. No. Picking up the bag and pocket it.
Your father sends you on a task which you loathe, cleaning the stables. On the way there, pitchfork in hand, you run into your friend from the homestead near your own. He offers to do it for you, in return for a future favor of his choosing. What do you do?
Oh, no. Neris does not like that. Accept his offer, reasoning that as long as the stables are cleaned, it matters not who does the cleaning. Ask him to help you, knowing that two people can do the job faster than one, and agree to help him with one task of his choosing in the future. Or decline his offer, knowing that your father expects you to do the work, and it is better to not be in debt. It is better to not be in debt.
Your mother asks you to help fix the stove. While you're working, a very hot pipe slips its moorings and falls towards her. What do you do?
Oh no! Push your mother out of the way. Position yourself between the pipe and your mother. Grab the hot pipe and try to push it away. So push my mother away, push the hot pipe away, or stand in between. What would Neris do? Neris is well... He might be a bastard, but he is loyal. He is loyal to the extreme sometimes, I think. I'm not sure. So, I guess that in this case, he would not try to push the hot pipe away. He would either push his mother away, or stand in between. But if you stand in between with the hot pipe, would that save your... I don't know. I think he would position himself between the pipe and his mother. Yes.
While in town, the baker gives you a sweet roll. Delighted, you take it into an alley to enjoy, only to be intercepted by a gang of 3 other kids your age. The leader demands the sweet roll, or else he and his friends will beat you and take it. What do you do?
Oh no! Give him the sweet roll now without argument, knowing that later this afternoon you will have all your friends with you and can come and take whatever he owes you. Drop the sweet roll and step on it, then get ready for the fight. Act like you're going to give him the sweet roll, but at the last minute throw it in the air, hoping that he'll pay attention to it long enough for you to get a shot in on the leader. Ooh, that's difficult. I'm not going to drop the sweet roll and step on it. If Neris can get an advantage in any way, that's what he will do. So either gather his friends, or get a shot at the leader. I think a shot at the leader. Neris is very aware to break like an army or anything. You just have to cut off the head, and then you'll be in a much, much better place, and might even be able to take over their position. And then he can be the gang leader. Yeah. We're going to go for the shots to the leader.
Entering town, you find that you are witness to a very well-dressed man running from a crowd. He screams to you for help. The crowd behind him seems very angry. What do you do?
Interesting. Rush to the town's aid immediately, despite your lack of knowledge of the circumstances. Stand aside, allow the man and mob to pass, realizing that it's probably best not to get involved. Rush to the man's aid immediately, despite your lack of knowledge of the circumstances. So either help the mob, help probably a noble, or do not get involved. I don't know what is going on. This is like a gamble. It's a gamble. I will not choose the mob, because they can probably not really help me to further my goals towards power. Then again, having a mob on your side is very convenient, but it's only for a one-time thing. So it's better to have a noble much further in debt to you than a mob that's only a little bit in debt to you. Or just not get involved, because who knows, maybe I will end up in jail together with the noble, and how can I stop a mob? I'm not going to get involved. I think in this case, it's better to not get involved. Your personality and past reflect a spell sword. That's actually pretty close to what I want to be. That's kind of cool. Well, we're gonna go back, because we are going to fill out the form ourselves. Should we, I'm gonna call this not a spell sword. We are going to be an enchanter. And you guys will soon realize why. So our specialization will be magic. There's the music! I missed the music. Is there some silent track in the music list? I have to check that after the recording. So our specialization will be magic. Favorite attributes will be indeed intelligence and also endurance. Now, for you guys who do not know the game, maybe I should go through some things. Specialization. You'll get a +5 to all skills of your specialization. They'll also be easier to increase. Which of course are combat, magic, and stealth, and these are all the things. Now you can see a clear difference between Oblivion and Skyrim. There are a lot more skills in this game. Now I'm not gonna go over everything right now, because that will just take way too much time. I'm already taking a lot of time just creating our character. We're already 20 minutes in right now. Favorite attributes. You'll get a +10 to each of your favorite attributes. Endurance affects your starting health, your health gain per level, and your maximum fatigue. Now I'm especially interested in health, because in this game, every time you level up, you increase in health based on the amount of endurance you have. So the higher your endurance is from the start, the more health you will have by the end. So that's why I'm gonna go for endurance. Also, intelligence determines your maximum amount of magicka. And that is just because of the interest I have as being an enchanter, a magic user mostly. And intelligence is also involved in a lot of skills that I will have. I think about 3 skills, so that's why. Major skills. First, we're going to go for our weapon, which will be in combat, and it's going to be the spear. Yes, Morrowind has the spear weapon. Spear skill permits effective use of long-hafted thrusting weapons like spears and halberds. We're going to go for spear. Major skills. Let's see. Other than spear, I have it here on my side what my build would be. Right. So now we go for magic. We are gonna go for mysticism. Also a school of magic that is not heard of in further games after Morrowind. The spells of the College of Mysticism shape and focus otherworldly forces to bind souls in gems, which is not conjuration, or teleport a caster's body, or manipulate the world with telekinesis, or absorb or reflect magical energies, or sense unseen objects at a distance. You can see that the spells in mysticism have been branched out to other schools over the other games, but before, mysticism was its own school. Now, together with mysticism, we're going to go for conjuration. The spell effects of the College of Conjuration include the mental domination of mundane and magical creatures, the summoning of otherworldly weapons and armor, and summoning of otherworldly servants to serve and protect the caster. Heck yeah! So then we're gonna go with alchemy. Like I said before, we are a little bit of a gatherer and a herb collector. Alchemy identifies magical properties in mundane substances. Substances are consumed directly or prepared as potions to provide long-lasting benefits like healing and curing disease, water walking, magical shielding, and fortifying bodily attributes. This is awesome because I can use a lot of spells, but I can also use alchemy to get some of the effects. And lastly, we will have... I'm spitting over my microphone! We will have enchanting. This skill governs the creation, use, and recharging of enchanted items. Skilled enchanters are more successful at creating new items. Enchanted items burn less power and are recharged more efficiently from soul gems for a trained user. Awesomeness! So that will be our major skills. Now what are major skills? The major skills will get, I think, a plus 10 on their skill attributes. So we'll have a much higher value for these 5 skills. Minor skills will get a plus 5. And whenever we when we train major and minor skills to a collection of 10 skill points upwards, we will level up. So what does this mean? Let's say I go plus 3 in spear, and plus 2 in conjuration, plus 1 in alchemy. These I still have to change, but let's say plus 2 in axe, and 1 in block, and so on. Then we will train to level 10 once we hit that number, level 10, to the next level once we hit number 10. Do you still follow me along? You guys get it eventually. It's a very tricky game, as long as you can understand the math and the statistics. It's also a very hard game, so building your character, I know I'm investing a lot of time in it right now, but it's very important. Don't stress though, as you probably can see by how long this video is. I am planning on Morrowind videos for an hour. The videos will be an hour long, so that's awesome. I mean, I find that awesome. So for minor skills, what did we pick? Or what did I pick? Right, of course, he's a smooth talker, so Speechcraft. Those skilled in Speechcraft influence others by admiring, intimidating, and taunting them. Listeners are more willing to divulge information or to entrust important tasks to the skilled speaker. That's that's one of them that we're going to go pick. A lot of people say that Speechcraft isn't really nifty or handy in this game, but this is just for flavor, you know? This is because this is the character that we are, so we are good in Speechcraft, yeah. So, then of course we have to get some more magics. Let's go for illusion. Spell effects of the College of Illusion alter the perceptions and thoughts of living subjects. Illusion affects blind, illuminate, paralyze and silence, calm or enrage, charm, distract and camouflage, and render invisible. You can see how many types of spells there are in this game. It's really cool. So then we need some armor. That is something we have not yet selected, which will be light armor. Light armor skills lets one move and defend while wearing lightweight. Flexible armors like leather, boiled leather, furs, chitin, and glass armor. To use any style of armor effectively, the wearer must be trained, conditioned, and skilled in its use. Now, aside from light armor, we also have heavy armor, of course, but we have also medium armor, which is a skill not seen in Oblivion or Skyrim. Just like we have, let's see, where is it? The long blade, but we also have a short blade. So that's really cool. But we are gonna go for light armor. And then we will have another magic thing, of course. Alteration. Students of the College of Alteration manipulate the physical world and its natural properties. Alteration effects include water breathing and walking, jumping, levitating, burning, opening and locking, and creating shield barriers against physical damage. I can already tell there's going to be a lot of reading involved in this game. And then lastly, we will pick... let's go for athletics. Athletics skill trains and conditions 1 for running and swimming. Skilled athletes move short and long distances over land with speed and efficiency. And they also swim swiftly underwater. And athletics is trained by just walking and running around in the game. Then it automatically gets trained. So that's a really, really nice one. Ooh, class description. Should we write a little story about ourselves? Let's go and do that. Wait. The Enchanter class strives for understanding magical forces locked away in items, how to unlock these forces, or create them for oneself. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Just for flavor, just because I wanted to. Oh, this game, I love it. Alright.
Very good. The letter that preceded, you mentioned you were born under a certain sign.
I was.
And what would that be?
Now, for you guys who know Oblivion, you know the sign system. For those of you who only know Skyrim, you know the standing stones, where you could pick a sign and then afterwards you could pick another sign. This sign that you pick right now is forever. It's just the one sign you get and that's it. Now there are a lot of signs, but the one I'm gonna pick is the Atronach. Wound Burn is the ability that I will get, which means spell absorption, 50 points. Fortify maximum magicka, 2 times my intelligence. But I have stunned magicka, which means when I rest or sleep, my magicka does not restore. But I'm an alchemist, so I can restore my magicka just any way I want it.
Interesting.
Very
now,
interesting.
Before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
Alright, I will. Name Neris Alaf, race Dark Elf, class Enchanter, sign the Atronach. Health, the Atronach. The Atronach. That's better, the Atronach. Health 45, Magicka 150, Fatigue 160, Strength 40, Intelligence 50, Willpower 30, Agility 40, Speed 50, nice, 50 speed, that's awesome. Endurance 50, that's also awesome, just like Intelligence 50 by the way. Personality 30, Luck 40. We've got music again! That's really weird, silent tracks. Personality is kinda low, since we are also using Illusion and Speechcraft, but so I guess we have to train that one. But that's alright. We have Spear on 30. I had hoped for a little bit more, but this is just what we're gonna get. Mysticism 40, Conjuration 35, Alchemy 35, Enchanting 35. Speechcraft is only 15. Oh dear. Illusion 20, Light Armor 20, Alteration 20, Athletics 20. And then we have all our miscellaneous skills. Now you can see we also know Destruction, Restoration, and Armors, Long Blades, Short Blade and Marksman. Now that is mostly because, first of all, we have picked Intelligence for our Enchanter class to be, does it say over here? No, it doesn't. To be our magic. I'm so sorry, I mean our magic. We've chosen magic. You could choose magic, combat, or stealth, I believe, and we've chosen magic, so that's why some of these magic skills are up. And also because of the Dunmer race, of course, we get some bonuses. So, what do we get? Abilities. Resist fire, 75%. That's because we are a Dunmer. Wound Burn, which we just read because of our beautiful the Atronach sign. Powers. Ancestor Guardian. Sanctuary, 50 points for 60 seconds on self. That is because of, again, Dunmer. Spells. That is because we have a different, or not a different. We have an amount in a certain school, so we get some free spells. For example, Conjuration. Where is it? There it is. It's 35. So it grants us the Bound Dagger spell. That's really cool. We can summon an Ancestral Ghost, which is our Dunmer power. Summon an Ancestral Ghost for 60 seconds. And we have Detect Creature, which is from the Mysticism, which is also very high. Detect Animal, 50 to 150 feet for 5 seconds. Now, Detect Creature or Detect Animal spells are different in Morrowind. You have to cast a spell, then open your map and look at the map. And on the map you will see the things. There's no radar in this game. Just so you are aware. You now have a stats menu, where you can always view your information. Awesome. Right-clicking allows you to use your menus. When you are done with them, right-click again to close them. Alright.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Release identification. Read your papers by pressing the spacebar while looking at them, then select Take to pick them up. Alright. For release by Emperor Uriel Septim VII's decree to the district of Varden fell in the province of Morrowind. Name Neris Alaf. Race Dark Elf. Class Enchanter. Signs Socusius Ergala. Agent of the Senanine Imperial Census and Axis. 16th of the last seed. 3rd era. 427. So, to be aware, Socusius Ergala is a very difficult name to pronounce. Especially for a non-English person, but even then, it's a very difficult name. This game is riddled with very difficult names to pronounce, so just so you guys are aware. Wait, I should have taken this. You now have an inventory menu where you can see what you are carrying. We're gonna go into the inventory menu much later, once we have all the menus. Like all menus, right-click to use your new menu. You can click and move objects from the world to your inventory. Thank you. So this is Mr. Jean Moniel, which is actually much easier to pronounce. Now we have to go to the guard so we can open that door and move on. This is something I want to show you. It is a limeware platter, weight 5, value 650. When you start out in this game, you have nothing. There is so much you do not have, especially money you do not have. And there is a glitch in this game. I wouldn't say a glitch. It's really handy for new players. You can pick up this limeware platter, and then the guard comes over and says, "You may not steal," and he takes the limeware platter from you. However, if you pick up the limeware platter, drop it, the guard says you may not steal, and you can pick it up again and move along without any penalty. And then you have some very, very nice limeware platter, which will earn you a lot of gold. I'm not going to use it though, because I want to roleplay a little bit more nifty. I think that's cheating.
Continue to the next building and talk to Celes Gravius.
Thank you. I don't want to cheat in this game. And this is how we run. And you can see in our left down corner we have a health bar, a mana bar, and a green bar for our fatigue. And also a fist, which means that is just the way we fight right now. It's a basket. What does it contain? It has a wooden spoon. Damn, you are loud. Torch. And another basket, which has a wooden bowl. I do not want these things. Ooh. Alchemy items. And we can see 2. We can already see 2 of the 4 properties of these items. That is awesome. We're gonna take this. What else? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All these alchemy items. That is... Oh, wait. I have to press the button. And more alchemy items. Coolio. And more alchemy items. And more alchemy items. Now, you can see... unlike in Skyrim, where you have to taste the item to learn its properties, here you can look at it and you already know. You're very knowledgeable like that. You should learn how to do combat. Pick up the dagger on the table by activating it with spacebar. Now there's a dagger over here. It's the worn iron dagger. It's a short blade, one-handed, chop 4-5, slash 4-5, and thrust 5-5. Now I believe, let us check in the options. In the controls, I think, or is it? Where is this? Where can I find this? Oh right, prefaces, prefaces. God, talking, preferences. Always use best attack is on for me, which means that, look, normally you have chop, which is when you just stand. Slash is, I think, when you move sideways, so you have to move sideways. Or thrust is when you move forwards. Now in this case, the best attack would be the thrust, the 5-5. But then I have to move forward all the time to get that attack. And that is really, really tricky in this game to get that right, to hit the enemy and also move around. So I just said, just use the best attack, mate. Worn dagger. Equip the dagger by dropping it on your picture in your inventory menu. Now let's read this first. Note to Riskar. Riskar, don't think I've forgotten our wager. I want this dagger sharp as a scamp's claw by morning. Gunshell. Well, now it's mine. Now this is me. Look at me. I'm so... Oh god. I'm so pretty. I cannot turn myself around. Oh god, I just grabbed my shirt. You are not allowed to see my bare chest. So this is me. Here we have all my items. All. Or I can just go for weapons, apparel, magic, misc. And over here we have our screen with skills and all other good stuff. So let's equip the dagger. You just click it and drop it. That's how this game works. Press F to pull out your weapon. Once your weapon is readied, hold and release the left mouse button to swing it. The harder you swing it, the more damage it does, but the more fatigue you will drain. So let's go and do that. Weapon. Yeah. See, now it trusts because it is the best attack. And holding it, and boom! Boom! You stupid brat! You have done great and awful things to me! I will chop you up! That's not how this game works. This game doesn't really have any physics system. Just so you are aware. The physics in this game are shite. So, we've got ourselves a worn dagger. Let's just put it away for now. We've got some bread over here, which is not really valuable and not very useful. We have, what is this? A silver knife. Ooh, the silver plateware though is at least worth something. Now, pay attention. This is how I sneak. I'm not sneaking right now. I'm sneaking right now. You can see my crosshair, and you see I'm crouching a little bit. But you can also see in the left down corner, where you know also can see our weapon, our trusted dagger, that if I go for sneaking, an icon pops up. Now, if you guys are wondering if I'm sneaking or not, you can see it by that icon. I'm not going to tell it all the time. But I'm probably not going to sneak a lot in this game. Silverware plate, let's grab it. Now, if that icon in the down left corner is not visible, even though I am in sneaking position, that means I'm visible and people see what I'm doing. Ooh, a Flynn. Weigh 1. Value 100. Fortify willpower and strength. 20 points for 60 seconds. I'll have that. The regional liquor acts like a potion. Oh, this regional liquor acts like a potion. To drink potions, equip them in the inventory menu. Yeah, you just have to drop them onto your character. And then it happens. Silverware pitcher. Oh, a candelabra. Silver. Candelabra, I think. There we go. Equip lights and torches in the inventory menu. Lights and torches can only be used for a limited time before they burn out. Right. This is a candle. But, haha, now I have light around me. Now, some are better than others. Some lights, I mean. Some torches and things like that. Ooh, crab meat, which is an alchemy item. A lot of these things, you can eat ingredients by equipping them on your character in the inventory menu. Ingredients have different properties. Some may hurt you, and some may help. So a lot of items can be used in alchemy. I'm not sure if bread can be used in alchemy. Let's try it. Let's just take it with us. Yeah, if I run out of things that I can carry, then I can always drop them. So I'm still sneaking, but I don't think there's anything of value. Oh, there is. Matse. Weight 5, value 10. I guess it's better than nothing. Anything else? The firmament. The firmament. This is a very short book. Oh no, it's not. This is on all the celestial things. I just grabbed the book with me. I'm so sorry. The firmament. So here you see the warrior, the mage, the thief. Here there's also the serpent, but then it starts over here. The serpent, the lady, and there's a lot of information. Books in this game are very important to gather information. If you play Oblivion or Skyrim, it doesn't really matter because you just put these books away and you never actually read them. And you can just play the game fine without. Now, in this game, there's also a lot of reading involved in books to understand the story and what you're doing. And there are some I've only been told this, there are some very keen secrets to find if you take your time to read the books. So, that's kind of cool. But the firmament, oh, it's worth 40. I'll take it. I'll take it with me. I did not realize that. Another pitcher, a silver bowl, a large quama egg. And they have a small chest, lock level 1. But we don't have a lockpick. I thought there would be here. Oh, here it is. Apprentice lockpick. Equip lockpicks in the inventory menu. Try picking the lock on the small chest on the shelf. That's what we're gonna do. Apprentice lockpick. F. Now, this is how the lockpicking system works in Morrowind. Ha! There we go! Success! That is how it works. It is just, you've got a lockpick. There are different degrees of lockpicks. Some are good, some are bad. This is an apprentice one. We also have the journeyman and the master and, you know, the expert and things like that. And this was a lock level 1 and we could open it with the apprentice lockpick, which is really cool. So there we go. And it contains 31 gold. Our first gold, ladies and gentlemen. We've got money. Ah. Ooh, more stuff to be gotten. And more stuff to be gotten. Now, I've been told script jerky. Is it script jerky? No, I think. Oh, wait. No, it's not. No, there is this other item, this other alchemy ingredient in this game, which is something like rice. Rice something. And apparently, it's really good. So that is all we had to do in this room. So let's move on. On to Sedanin. Welcome in the outside. And all the sounds that we can hear. Ah, the Silt Strider. You heard that? You heard the cry of a Silt Strider? It's really cool. It's awesome. Silt Striders are awesome. You can also know a Silt Strider from the DLC again from Skyrim. You now have a map menu. It shows you the name of the place you are in and the direction you're facing. Indeed, which is in the right corner, the right bottom corner. So not the left bottom corner where we see all our health and magic, but the right bottom corner. There is a little map menu there now. Barrel. We've got an engraved ring of healing, which is an enchanting item. Which is, of course, something that our dear Neris wants to have. You now have a magic menu, where you can see all your power, spells, and magic items. Like all menus, right-click to use your new menu. Click the spell and make or magic item you want to make your active... What? Click the spell or magic item you want to make your active magic. That's a weird sentence. Press R to ready your active magic, then click to cast. So, let's go over here. Engraved ring of healing. And it's now equipped. But that doesn't mean yet, as you can see in the left bottom corner where we see our dagger, that there's also not a spell over there yet. Now if I unequip it, you can see over here my powers: Ancestor Guardian, Bound Dagger, Detect Creatures, Summon Ancestral Ghost. Then magic items, Engraved Ring of Healing, but it's white. It's not yellow. If we equip it, it becomes yellow, which means we can use it. Now we've selected it, which means it's blue, and now you can see it down here in the right corner. It's really cool. Now this menu, which you see over here, I've already arranged. Because that is something I really like about the Morrowind menu instead of the Oblivion and the Skyrim one. You can change this to your liking however you want it. If I want the map over here, then I can get the map over there. I can, let's just move it back right now. I can make it smaller and bigger in any direction. I can just also go diagonal and just, you know, I can do with it what I want. And that's just really awesome. Now, what we should mention, there's also up here in the bottom right of these menus, a button. Let's click it. This one is now set. Now, if I go out of my menu, it stays. Which is really handy if you want it to stay there for whatever reason. For example, you can get another map other than the one here in the right corner, because you want your map over there. Because if I select this, then my map here in the right down corner disappears. And now it opens up again. Now you can see also here some icons in the right down corner. These are the active magic effects right now on me, which is Resist Fire, Spell Absorption, Fortify Magic, Maximum Magicka, and Stunned Magicka, which is all from my sign and my Dunmer race. On again to magic, I've got a mod. Normally you have to press the R button to ready your spell. There's music again! To ready your spell with your hands, then your hands pop out and you can use the spell. However, if I press R right now, I use the magic. Exactly, right now my R button is just use the magic that you have selected. Now this is an enchanted item, cost charge. As you can see, the charge is 15, the cost is 4. So every time I use this ring of healing, it costs me 4 of the charge. And the charge is 15 right now, but its maximum is 20. So then you get a little bit of a feel how this works. And over time, these enchanted items regenerate, but you can also use soul gems to make them regenerate a lot faster. So let's keep this equipped. I'm happy with this. And let's put this away and move on through the door. Press spacebar to talk to the captain. Select topics to ask about them. Don't try persuasion on him. Oh, alright. If you're not good at it, he will start to dislike you. Well, I guess we're not gonna do that then. Do we have a quick save in this game? Wait, let's just do a normal save first. Return, new, load, options, exit. Oh, I cannot save yet, can I? I cannot save yet because this is the tutorial. That's what is going on.
Your papers, please.
Alright, sorry. Papers, please. Do you remember that? You remember that? That's from the game, from the Let's Play that I played. Our Statska, greatest country! But right now it's Morrowind. Salus Gravius. First, let me take your identification papers. Thank you. Word of your arrival only reached me yesterday. I am Salus Gravius, but my background is not important. I'm here to welcome you to Morrowind. Release identification has been removed from your inventory. Now, this is how talking actually works in the game. We've had a lot of people talking to us with their mouth, but this is the general idea how people talk to you. Text. It's text-based. This is why there's a lot of talking involved in this game. However, what we should mention is that because of this system, there's a lot more information these guys can tell us, because they do not have to, the game developers do not have to hire these voice actors to talk all the stories into the game. Because it's already there, just on text-based. We just have to read it. And today, I will be your voice actor. Now, in this first sentence, we have 2 blue words. Background and Morrowind. Now, if I click on background, I get information on that. I am Salus Gravius, Knight Errant of the Imperial Legion. So now we know a little bit of the background of Salus Gravius. So you are here to welcome us to Morrowind, so let's read that. Yes, you are in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here, or why you were released from prison and shipped here. but your authorization comes directly from Emperor Uriel Septim VII himself. And I don't need to know any more than that. When you leave this office, you are free. But before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor, so pay careful attention. So that's about Morrowind. Tell me something about Uriel Septim. Yes, Uriel Septim is still the Emperor. According to my instructions, he personally authorized your release from prison and your delivery here. It's all very mysterious, but that's the way the Empire works. Silence, secrecy, let not the left hand know what the right hand is doing. I guess Neris can respect something like that. I think he has respect for that. He doesn't really have respect for the Empire though, but he has respect for the way they work. Let's talk about the Empire. Yes, of course, this is the Empire. This is Vardenfell district of the province of Morrowind. And Morrowind has been part of the Empire for over 400 years. The current Emperor is Uriel Septim, 24th of the Septim line. You haven't been in prison that long, have you? Nothing wrong with your head, is there? The man said you were acting a little strange when they brought you in from the ship. Well, we had a very strange dream, where this woman was talking to us and we had this red haze, like right at the beginning of the game. The prologue. Not the prologue of the series, but the prologue of this episode. Of the game. So, I guess then we have to talk about my duties, because apparently I have duties. This package came with the news of your arrival. You are to take it to Cassius Cosadus, in the town of Balmorra. Whoa, that went well, that name I mean. Go to the South Wall Corners Club and ask for Cassius Cosadus. They know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you and a dispersal to your name. Your journal has been updated. Directions to Cassius Cosadus has been added to your inventory. Package for Cassius Cosadus has been added to your inventory. 87 gold has been added to your inventory. Ooh, gold, nice. What can you tell me about Balmorra? Balmorra is north of Sedanine. That is where we are right now, Sedanine. The road passes Pelagiat village and Fort Pelagiat, crosses a deep ravine, passes Fort Moonmoth, then turns west across the Odai River and into Balmorra. The South Wall Corner Club is the southeast Balmorra, on the east side of the river. For more detailed directions, talk to Elone the Scout at a real straight house here in Sedanine. But take my advice. You're new here. Take the Sail Strider to Balmorra. Fast, cheap, safe. Cross the bridge and head east. Can't miss it. This is how directions work in this game. We do not have a radar. We have a map. We do not have a radar with points that tell us you have to go there, you have to go there. No, this game works like this. You have to go past that, go past that. On the east you will see this. On the north you will see this. And then if you go in between there, then you have to walk 5 more steps. And then on your right, take a dive, do a tumble. And then 2 steps to the left and do a shake dance. And then 1 step forward and you're there. That's how Morrowind works. It's gonna be really, really, really confusing for someone like me who has never played the game before. Well, I have played the game before, but not as intricate as I did. How did I find the places I had to go when I played this game from the library when I was young? I didn't. I just didn't. I never got really far in the game because I played it for a week and then I just had to return the game again. So, I found Balmorra. I did find that one. I found Cassius Cosadus. Which, let's just talk about the Silt Strider first. Silt Striders carry passengers and cargo between settlements on Vardenfell. Fares depend on distance to be traveled. Silt Striders are giant insects. A compartment for passengers and cargo is hollowed from the creature's shell. The driver directs the beast by directly manipulating exposed organs and tissues. Silt Striders travel between Aldrine, Balmorra, Sedanine, Suren, Gnissis, Kul, Molokmar, Margan and North Landing near Vivek. Yes, that is what a Silt Strider is. It's a gigantic insect that they have hollowed out a part of it on its shell, where they touch the organs and the nerves to control the beast. How messed up is that? I love the Dunmer race, because this you can only see in the Dunmer race. They're so cool, Silt Striders. They're so awesome. So, Cassius Cosadus, what can you tell me about that? Report to Caius Cosadus, or maybe it's Caius. Oh, it's Caius, not Cassius, Caius. See, I knew I went wrong. Report to Caius Cosadus in Balmorra. I can't tell you where to find him, but you are to go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for him. Someone there can direct you to him. That's so nice. Now, there are more things over here. I don't think we've told about your trade yet. My trade. I am a knight-errant of the Order of Ebonheart and an imperial missionary attached to the Census and Access office here in Sedanine. Alright. So that was all the talk we could do with Salus Gravius. Thank you so much, good sir. Thank you. Goodbye, sir. It was nice talking to you. Yes, sir. Alright. And let's go outside. Press G to use your journal and review what you've been told. You should probably check out Ariel's trade house up on the left. You're on your own now. Good luck. And that's it. That's all the information Morrowind gives to you. That was the tutorial, and this is how the game works. Well, hello there. This is how the game works. Good luck. Go out there and have fun. Which is really cool. Now let's save the game. Yes, now we can save the game. Good. Alright, I have still my test save over here, which I was testing the game. Let's call it differently. Let's just call it Neris Allah 1. There we go. Are you sure you want to override this save game? Yes, I do. Saving the game. Alright, saving is working. So it's F5. Ah, there is a quick save system. There is some kind of red on the left of me. Yes, there is a quick save system. That's cool. That's good to know. I was unsure if it was in here. So, this is where the ship was, where we came from. We went down from the docks, up here in the census office. And that is a Silt Strider. A magnificent insect beast. You know what? Let's just go walk up to it. Let's just go to it. Yeah. I know I have to go to Ariel's trade house to find myself some items, which is certainly something we are going to do. But first, I want to talk with this dude. And the Silt Strider. So this is the Silt Strider. There you can see the controls.
Where would you like to go?
Of the beast. And this is the rider, which names is Darvaim Helleran. Names. This is the seaport village of Sedanine, Outlander, in the Bitter Coast region. I am a caravaner, and I manage the Silt Strider port here. Tell me your destination, if you're looking for a ride, or if you're new to Sedanine, I can help you with local services, or any specific place in Sedanine you're looking for. Or if you want someone in particular, maybe I know where to look. Well, not really. Maybe some latest rumors? I heard there had been trouble up in Fort Frostmoth. Never heard of it? It's on an island called Solstheim, north of Varnenfell. Right. This is the way of the game to tell me that I've got a DLC installed. I've got 2 DLC installed. One of them is indeed Solstheim, which indeed was not just from the DLC of Skyrim. No, Solstheim was always a part of Morrowind, and it still is. There it was the first time that it was shown. And there's a lot of nostalgia going on, probably when we go to Solstheim in this game, for me, because I've seen Solstheim in Skyrim. But also the other way around, for people who played Morrowind extensively and went to Solstheim and then go to Skyrim with the DLC to Solstheim, they can see the country again 200 years later. Now, there's an elf over here, and I like...
If I can help, I will, but don't take too much time.
Hello, Fargoth! How are you doing? Are you the one the boat dropped off? Odd to see a boat arrive at the time of the day. At that time of the day. Huh. Hope the Imperials treated you okay. I swear they took my ring. Your ring? I swear one of the guards has it. I had it last week before their weekly Let's Shake Down Fagoth ritual. Fargoth. An engraved healing ring, family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you? Now, like I said, Neris is a little bit of a bastard. No, sorry, no ring, no. Darn. Well, if you see it, let me know. It's an engraved ring of healing. I know it's in there somewhere. Uh-huh, of course it is. Oh, you can tell me about Solstheim, can you? That's the frozen island up at the north, right? Sounds awful to me. If you're looking to get there, you might check for transportation in Cool. Well, I am not really planning to go to Solstheim yet, because Solstheim is a very, very far away place. Oh, I can grab this. Yeah, Bungler's Bane. And more. Oh, this is a Hifa Fascia. You have gathered 1 Hifa Fascia. The names in this game, like I said, this is the last time I will say it, I swear. It's so difficult. There's so many intricate names. Now, this is Ariel's trade house, where we can buy and sell stuff. And since we have stuff to buy and sell, you can already hear. It's really cool. Oh, God! Jeez! Oh, the sniffing! The horrible sniffing! I was talking about all the commotion going on over there, because, you know, it's not only a trade house, it's also a little bit of a tavern, so it's all nice.
Can we hurry this along?
Maybe we can. Let's take a look. Welcome to Ariel's Trade House. I'm Ariel, publican and proprietor. Don't take what doesn't belong to you. You're a new face here. If you want to buy from me, you have to barter. If you want a little advice, free to new customers. Just ask. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions or our most popular scrolls? Tell me about your most popular potions then. Cure common disease and cure poison potions are most popular with travelers. Fortify strength, endurance, speed, agility are very helpful in combat. Fortify personality is popular with merchants and shy persons. Of course, fortify fatigue keeps your fatigue at your best. Restore health and restore fatigue are perhaps our most popular items. And for a short burst of power during a fight, you can't beat Grief, Shine, Flynn, Matse, and Shuyana. I guess those are the local potions they've been talking about, the local cocktails. Popular scrolls then? Vigor and Vitality are our best-selling bargain items, restoring fatigue and health, respectively. Civi Intervention and Divine Intervention transport you instantly to the nearest temple or nearest Imperial Shrine. Good for routine or emergency transportation. Heartwise helps with Persuasion, Summon Skeletal Minion brings help in a jiffy, and Draphis Winter Guest does a lot of damage at a touch. Handy to whittle a too tough opponent down to size. Well, that's all good to know. So he sells spells. Absorb Fatigue, Spark, Jack of Trades, Father's Hand, Resist Magicka, Hearth Heal, Fireball, Frostbite. Not really things that I want though, so never mind that. So what do you sell? Whew, a lot of items apparently. I think selling and buying and everything is something we're gonna do in the next episode. Yeah. I think this is just it for now. We are going to end it right here with Neris staring at us into our souls. I guess all there is left to say is thank you so much for watching, Outlanders. If you like this episode of me playing Morrowind, give it a thumbs up, and then I will see you in my next video.